user script Bastion. For Bastion host we are creating .sh. And try to switch to sudo before, like first we have to switch to root sudo. You have to create a user, Ansible user. Let's create a variable for that. Where is Ansible user? It home itself. We'll give home directory also. User directory sh key we have to save, right? So sh key we have to generate. So for that, let's create user directory also. Create a variable with user directory. Let's create a folder called .sh. Let's create a user now. Let's check if user already exists. If id user name, and checking if user already exists, don't create username and passing it to null. Then echo already exists. Yeah, then exit with exit. It's one code F5. We are checking if user already exists. Let's write comment. Already exists. Yeah, user already exists. Then skip, or if user doesn't exist, then create a user. While creation of user, it will prompt for many inputs. It will prompt for like name, telephone number, and all. We have to skip all those things. So for skipping sudo, we can add a flag user, add user, disabled password. We don't want to give password also. Password 𝐸𝐶OS disable password. When user is created, we have to get users created successfully. User once this is done, we have to add user into sudo group. Let's add user into sudo group. Echo Ansible user. Where we have to write? We have to write in a file called sudo t. Yeah. Write this in a file. We have created that file. In sudo d file we are writing. Yeah. When this is done, we have to switch to user Ansible user. We have to install AWS CLI. So installing AWS CLI is simple. Sudo apt get up. We have to update the server. Why? It's a mistake, I guess. Yeah. Switch to user. Now we have to update sudo apt update -y. We have to install AWS CLI. We have to fetch EC2 instance public IP, right? So and we have to push the SSH key to S3 bucket. So we need AWS CLI installed. Apt get install AWS CLI. And this is simple. Then we have to install Ansible also. So let's install Ansible also. Sudo apt add repository pp. This is from the official documentation I have taken. You can refer the official documentation also. Ansible -y sudo apt update -y sudo apt install Ansible y. Yes, install Ansible. Let's add a comment. Till here it is fine. Now let's create .sh folder mkdir -b. We have given this variable, right? So yeah, variable we can give. Yeah, we are creating this folder .sh folder, and then we'll give all permission to that folder, all permission to that folder. We can give 700. The generate sh key. And there is a command to this, so let's write that command. Rather than directly generating SSH, let's create this command and then let's try to generate SSH key in this. And then we'll change the permission, change owner -r. To the home directory. Yeah, to the user I'm giving this permission, change owner. And let's see if there are already available S3 SSH key in S3 bucket. AWS S3. If they're there, then we'll remove it. RM S3. Bucket name. Let's see what's the bucket name. This is the bucket name, my key. There's already a key in this, so we'll try to delete that. My key. And the name of the key is server .pub. If it is there, then it will delete it. And then it will it will push the SSH key to that S3 bucket. AWS S3 command is simple. Yeah, the command auto generated. It will push the SSH key from .sh folder IDRC pub to my key server.pub. That's the naming of the key. We have created name for this key, server.pub. Once this is done, we'll have to do self SSH also, right? For self SSH, login to user. It will push, but after that we'll have to pull and do self SSH also. So let's create some variables. Username, these are already there, right? So SSH key path, SSH key path. It will push the SSH key to .sh folder. It will create a file called as authorized key, and it will paste in that authorized key. It's mkdir -p. It's already created, right? So let's create again. It's already there, so no need of it. So is the is S3 CP S3 SH key path, yeah. CHMOD change the file permission for this thing to 600. C CHOWN R in username. Yeah, what it will do, it will create a user. It will create a user, and then it will create a user, and it will add that user into sudo group, and after that it will install AWS CLI and Ansible in Ansible user in Ansible user. And then this folder will be created. This thing will be user in that .sh folder will be created, and name and permission will be set, and 700 permission is given to it. After that, sh key will be generated in this, and change owner. We are changing the owner from root to Ansible user. I don't think it will be created in root. It will be created as Ansible user, but we are changing the owner name. And we'll remove the existing key, and then we'll create the we'll already created SSH key. We'll push it to S3 bucket, and then we'll create a file called as authorized key in .sh folder. Then we will push the SSH key to authorized key. That's how it will function. Yeah, that's how it will function. You're changing the permission at the end with username. So your username is Ansible user. That's all about this video. Let's create user script for load balancer and also for an NFS server, and for master and worker nodes also. It will be quite same. I think it will be just last thing, because we don't need to generate SSH key in those servers. We have to just copy it. So I think